Yo, what's goody, what's goody, Latrell in a hoodie, and welcome to another episode of the Brother Next Door podcast where we talk about finance, personal development, and skills to get you further in life through actionable steps and my own personal experience. In this episode, we're talking about separation. It's funny because I just did an episode on isolation last week, but this week I want to talk about separation because one, it ties into last week's episode, but it also ties into something I realized this week after I finished my fast. So I did two fasts. If you were not aware, I did a 6 day fast where I was intermittent fasting from 3 p.m. to 6 a.m. And then I did a 21-day fast where I gave up my personal social media. So deleted Twitter or X, and then I deleted Instagram for a little bit, but got back on to post something for the podcast website or podcast page. But regardless, I gave up my personal pages for 21 days, and it gave me this peace. It gave me this, yeah, there's no other way to put it. It gave me this peace that was unexplainable. And once I got back on social media yesterday, it literally went away. Like it almost immediately went away. And what I realized was I was spending way too much energy comparing myself to others and how they were living their lives and what they were doing and how far ahead they were in life. Um, I wasn't focused on just me, right? I wasn't focused on my relationship with God and all that stuff. All I was focused on was me compared to the next person, right? And it was no, negative energy towards that person or anything like that or people, in all these pages I saw. But it was like, dang, I can't wait to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not there yet, but one day I will be. But it sucks that I'm not there now. You see what I'm saying? And so just going through that yesterday, it was like, okay, the Instagram page needs to get cleaned up, right? Some people just got to get unfollowed. And it's not because they're bad people, it's not because their content's terrible. But like I said, like I just spend way too much time comparing myself. And then there's other content, some people, where it's just like, I don't I don't even know why I'm following. Right? like your content doesn't add value to this season of my life right now. And that's completely fine. It's no hard feelings. It's, nothing bad against you. It's just, you're not adding value to my life in this moment. And so take that into consideration. If you're like me, you were like me and you were on social media way too much. Like even my screen time went down like crazy because I just spent so much time on there, and I was just like, oh no, it's not a big deal. It's all right. It's only a couple hours. No, there's a lot you can do in those couple hours, and I've been very productive over the past 21 days by not being on social media. Even afterwards, I just find myself not even wanting to be on Instagram and all that as much as I used to be. And so my challenge to you guys is if there's something you enjoy a lot, you spend a lot of time doing, whether it's, watching TV or whether it's social media or whatever it may be, try taking a break from it, right? Just, you know, 7 days, and try 7 days, try, 21 days, whatever works best for you. But try going without it and see what it does for your life. It'll do, one of two things. It will either make you yearn for it more, and it's like, okay, now this really is something, I need in my life. It's something that really brings value to me. Like an example of that would be me and my relationship with God. Every time I was far from Him, things just went downhill, right? Things just nosedived. But every time I got close to him and got back in relationship with him, things got a lot better, right? And so that's an example of that where it's just like, you take a break and it's like, nah, I need this. I need this in my life, right? Couples, y'all spend time apart, y'all, either whether it's long-term relationship or something like that, y'all spend so much time apart. Are you happy with that time apart, right? Or are you like, man, I'm ready to see this person again? It's been way too long. So think about that. Take that into consideration. Next, coffee. That's another thing for me where it was just, that's another thing that was supposed to be a part of the 7 day, but then I went ahead and just kept going with it. I think I drank coffee like one or two times last month. But like giving that up, like, and it was tough. It was tough because I'm the coffee drinker that'll have, 64 ounces of coffee in a day, and it's ridiculous. But giving that up cold turkey, it was very hard the second day. The second day, I really had the withdrawals, and I was super tired. Didn't want to do anything at work. Just ready to go home. Like it was really bad that second day. But after that, it became a lot easier. I do see how it blocks those receptors. I don't really remember how science, the science behind it, but it basically blocks receptors that tell you when you're sleepy and tired. And I do notice that because I have been tired for a longer duration of the day than I'm used to. But for the most part, I've been doing pretty good for the month and some change with not drinking coffee and surviving. I'm still here. I'm still being productive at work and school. Like I'm still getting stuff done. It's just I had to get that out of my life to see, okay, is this something I really need, or is this something I'm drinking just to drink because I've been drinking it for so long, right? So try that out. Whether it's coffee, whether it's tea, whether it's whatever the case may be, whatever it is for you, use this tool, use this strategy of isolating yourself, or not isolating, but separating yourself from it to see, like, okay, is this something I truly need in my life? Or is this something that can, move on? Or is this something that I can move on from and depart? So take that into consideration. This is going to be a short episode. I'm excited for next week's episode, so I'm going to be preparing for that one. But I just wanted to get this one out real short, real to the point. Use separation as a tool and not something that will bring you down and not something that will, you know, mess up your mental. So I hope y'all enjoying the podcast. If you are, there's a link down in the description to donate $1, $5, $10 every single month. Give the brother help a brother out special if you're really rocking with me. Leave a 5-star review. That's for the free. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do anything for that. Just leave the 5-star review wherever you listen or watch the podcast. Hit the thumbs up button, all that good stuff. Subscribe so you know every time I upload, which is on Mondays at 4 p.m. And I will see y'all in the next episode. Peace.